I was about to end my own marriage. I sat my wife down, took a deep breath, and confessed to having an affair. I was ready for the tears, the yelling, the end of our lives together. What I wasn't prepared for was for her to look me right in the eye and tell me that my betrayal was nothing, and I mean nothing, compared to the secret she'd been hiding for the last 10 years. From the outside, our life looked perfect. 10 years with Clara. We had a house in a quiet suburb, 2 cars, a dog. We were that couple, the one all our friends use as proof that marriage could actually work. We had our little routines, Pizza on Fridays, long walks on Sunday mornings. I thought we were solid. Maybe a little boring. Sure, the initial spark had definitely faded, but I believe the foundation was strong. Or at least, I thought I did. But the last year, it had been different. A weird distance had snuck in between us. A quiet chill that just kind of settled in the air. We'd be sitting on the same couch, just scrolling on our phones, not talking. The easy laughter was gone. Intimacy felt like a distant memory. I kept telling myself it was just a phase, the normal ups and downs of any long-term relationship. But I felt ignored, unseen, and my pride took a hit. I'm the kind of guy who likes to fix things, to be the provider, and I felt like I was failing to give her the one thing she wanted, whatever that was. So I did the worst possible thing. I found comfort somewhere else. It was so pathetic and cliché, I know. A co-worker who gave me the attention I was missing at home. It wasn't love. It was just an escape. A quick fix for a problem I was too much of a coward to face head on. For 6 months, I lived a double life. The late nights at work. The phone calls I had to take in the other room. The guilt was a physical thing. It was this heavy weight on my chest when I woke up next to Clara, and it made every meal we shared taste like ash. It got to the point where hiding the lie was more exhausting than whatever the truth would unleash. I figured I had 2 choices. End my marriage with a lie hanging in the air, or end it with the truth. I chose the truth. I honestly thought it was the most destructive bomb I could drop on our lives. I was so wrong. The night I told her, the air in our living room was completely still. She was on the couch, reading a book, just like any other night. I turned off the TV, and she looked up. Her face was so calm. My heart was just hammering against my ribs. "Clara, we need to talk." And I said it. All of it. I told her about the affair, who it was with, that it was over, but that it didn't really matter. I didn't make a single excuse. I just laid my total failure out for her to see, and I braced for the explosion. I was ready for screaming, for plates to be thrown, for her to pack a bag and walk out. I was ready for our marriage to just detonate. But she just listened. Her face was like a stone mask. When I finally finished, the silence was even heavier than before. She closed her book and set it down neatly on the coffee table. Her hands were perfectly steady. She looked at me, and I didn't see fire in her eyes. I saw something that almost looked like pity. "Okay," she said, her voice totally even. I actually laughed. It was this bitter, shocked sound. "Okay? That's it? That's all you have to say? Clara, I just told you I cheated on you." She took a slow breath. "I'm not saying it's okay, Mark. It's horrible. It's a betrayal." She paused, her eyes locked on mine. "But my secret is bigger." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Bigger? What could possibly be bigger than this? "Are you cheating too? You've got a secret family in another state or something?" "No," she said quietly. "It's not another man. It's all of this. This house. Our life. The whole thing is built on a lie. My lie." And then, piece by agonizing piece, she tore down the entire world I thought we had built together. Clara, the small-town girl I met in college, never existed. She told me her real name, a name tied to a scandalous family fortune. She'd run away at 18, change her name, erase her past, and live quietly. She loved me, she said, but she didn't want to be loved for money. For 10 years, she managed a massive trust fund. The house, the trips, the investments, all her money. My identity as a provider collapsed in an instant. The days that followed felt like I was walking through a suffocating fog. Every memory was tainted. Her calm around money, her lack of fear, that emotional distance. Her lie wasn't one moment. It was 10 years long. We couldn't fix it. The separation was quiet. The divorce wasn't. Lawyers exposed the true scale of her wealth. I walked away with more than I started with, but it felt like severance pay for a life I never knew was fake. When the dust settled, I faced two truths. I cheated. I betrayed my marriage. That's on me forever. But her lie rewrote reality itself. You can live with someone for 10 years and never know them. My lie was a moment of weakness. Hers was an entire world built on illusion. You can't build a life on a lie, no matter how beautiful it looks. So I have to ask you, what would you have done in my shoes? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe.